Good afternoon and welcome to a Jinty sandwich. What's a Jinty sandwich? Well, this is a pannier tank on the front, a Jinty in the middle, Jinty tank, and a pannier tank on the rear. So that's a Jinty sandwich in my book. Never run these three before together like this, so I thought, yeah, come up with the idea of a Jinty tank sandwich, really, the full title. All in the lovely unlined BR black, and all now wired. The Jinty in the middle motor blew up a couple of days ago, and I luckily had a spare one and hardwired it back in, and it's running nicely. The oldest one, I think, is the one at the rear. Look at those red buffer bins. That's that nice. Yeah, the pannier at the rear, that's really quiet. I oiled it and greased it, and that's running smooth. The ground one is the Jinty in the middle, and maybe the other pannier at the front. But those buffer beams really stand out, don't they? One thing you notice. And yeah, they're all Bachnann models, and most of them are 10 to 15 years old now. Very weighty, all got sprung buffers, and if you see one of these on the second-hand market, buy it, because they're a good way into the hobby. You know, they're heavy, they're recommended. You can get these made by Hornby, right? Pannier tanks and Jinty tanks, but to be honest, the Bachnann ones are far superior. Much more detailed, better motors, just better weights. They haven't got traction tyres on like the Hornby ones have. Is it Rapido or Curascale? I'm not sure which. They're bringing out a new super detailed pannier. I mean, these are good enough. These are good enough. As long as your track's flat and clean, and you keep the locos oiled up and all that. And the spares, you can get these spares fairly cheap from Bachnann, I think. You know, you can get all the parts for these from Bachnann spares, even though these are quite old models. Wheel sets, motors, pickups. Buy a cheap decoder if you want, or just run them on analog DC. Yeah, I love those red buffer beams, and I like the gold that they put around the front windows on this different series class pannier. Notice the flat roof cab, lower cab, and different shaped cab on that pannier to the one at the rear. That's why I got it, because it's slightly different. I don't know what the reason for that was. I suspect it's just to give the driving fireman more room. It could be for branches with lower clearance, I don't know. But yeah, notice the bigger dome on the pannier. The dome is the thing in the middle, that sort of round shaped thing. To the middle one, it's much smaller. I like the way the coupling rods all go around different times. And the Great Western engines would have carried cast cab side numbers, bronze. Or, sorry, brass, not bronze. There would have been brass cab side numbers. I might get some etched metal ones to finish it off. Yeah, but certainly not weathered. The other thing is, I wonder if the chimneys tops might be metal, because they were copycat chimneys on the real things. So I wonder if Bachnann have modelled that and it's just hiding under that black paint. I might have a little scratch around on there and see if that comes off. I'd have to burnish them up. That would look great. Finish with a copycat chimney as well. Might get some red backed number plates for the panniers. The Jinty would just stay as it is, really. Not a lot you can do. What I might start doing to these models is adding shovels and fire irons that used to sit on the top there. They might have left on there, or sometimes they were on the back of the loco. You see, like long shovels and that they would keep on the back of the loco. That's what them hooks were for. So we'll stop this in a minute and take in detail Getting a bit cold in here, even though the sun's out. Had a bit of a clean up in the garage, so things are looking a little bit better. You can't see that there. So yeah, no, just natural sunlight on these ones today. Let's bring them in slowly. Just have a quick look over. I need to put my coat on because it's starting to get cold. So I like that's the trucks you can hear making those funny noises. We'll stop them in the light if we can. Just run the camera over them. As I say, never run these three together like this before. It's just 3 locomotives running under one another. Early crest in the middle, early British Railways crest. The actual top of it is exactly the same as the rear one, apart from the cab, as I've said earlier. That's got on the back of the coal bunker my separately added tail light there. I put that on. I've actually got it looped over the thing there. You can buy those as accessories, just got to paint the red dot on there to simulate the oil lamps that they used to carry on these things. Obviously in the days of the modern railway they have electric flashing lights on those now, but these were oil lamps as far as I know. Jinty, it's got 3F. 3 freight, I think that stands for route availability. So it's much better looking thing than the Hornby one. It really captures it well. A bit of dust on there. The camera's so good it highlights up all the dust on them. And the rear pannier with the late BR crest, same as the Jinty tank in front of it. That's got a C on the cab. That's how the Western region did it. That's their route of availability designation. And that one's also got the little oil lamp fitted. The hatches don't open. I dare say they will on the new super duper ones, but like I said, these are good enough. Just get some of the roof details on these. This one's running really nice and smooth. Can't hear it. It was growly before. I think I need to oil this one up a bit more near the bearing or something, or possibly that one. So yeah, we'll just send them off like we normally do into the distance. Wave goodbye. Steam up. 3 toots from each engine. 1 toot from each engine. And off they go. There's a BR 20-ton brake van on the back. That's an old Hornby model that dates from about 20 years ago. Good enough, I think. Thanks for watching. Look out for more stuff.